Welcome back. So my son and I decided that we're going to start doing some smelting. So we ordered ourselves a smelter, and we're going to unbox it here. We haven't even opened it up. We don't know what it looks like, so we're going to give an unboxing on this. I'll leave a link to the item down below if you'd like to order one. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this unboxed. Well, here's the tongs. Little stiff, but not too bad. Okay, set them on the table. User manual. Let's bring the camera over here so you can see a little bit better. So here's the furnace. We got a regulator, set that on the table. We got our crucible. Boy, I can't get a hold of it.
Do you need help?
Oh, what else is down in here? Looks like we have a valve and some Teflon tape and the fire brick. Then we got some gloves in here, which I do not recommend using for this. They're not very heavy duty. We have a mold. There's no insulation in these, so I really don't recommend using these. Let's close that. There's this. Our hose, which actually feels pretty heavy duty. And then the burner. And there's the brand. Vevor, if that's how you pronounce it. We'll take that tag off. Well, that's nice. It's a nice little breather for the airflow. Okay. There's that. Then we can lift this up out. Alright, take that off. As you can see, it's not real big. Seal's pretty nice. Okay. Let's go over here to the table. We're going to take a little closer look. Alright. When I purchased that, I also got this. It is a rigidizer. The rigidizer is to prevent the little fibers from coming up out. They're supposedly ceramic, which is very bad for your health. Nope, that's not broke. Just need to put it together. Okay. A little sticky right there. Let's get this opened up. Well, it looks like they give you a fairly long piece of hose. That's good. Now, I don't know about these. I've never used them, but we're going to give them a try. Let's see that. One end. If these don't work, I have other ones in the garage that will work a lot better. So it's going to be a few days till we're able to put this to use, because we have to put the rigidizer on and we have to put the refractory cement. Now, I already had the refractory cement, so I didn't have to order it. But after reading a lot of the reviews and what people have been doing, I thought that it would be, just for notification, this fitting's loose. So yeah, it's going to be a few days till we get to try the furnace out, because we're going to put the rigidizer on, and then we're going to go ahead and put the refractory cement on and all that. But I figure we'll get this put together and try out the burner tonight out in the open here and see how it does. As you can see in the background, we have some propane tanks ready for this project to see how, or to be able to melt stuff, so. Alright, so I don't know if it was the wrong one I ordered or whatnot, but this will not fit inside my propane tank. I don't know why. I had one off the torch gauge that fit. This piece is a little too big. So I'm going to go to my local propane shop tomorrow and see what I need to do to get one. But I was able to get one off of my propane for now. So this, it might be something you might have to look into if you get this one. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to install or do the rigidizer and prep it. That way it can dry overnight. And then we can go ahead and put the refractory cement. If we're able to do everything that we need to tonight, then we'll be able to do the refractory cement then right away. Now with this rigidizer, you have to do a 1-to-1 mix on this. So we're just going to do 9 ounces and 9 ounces to start with this. And if we need any more, I can mix some more up. So after you do that, after you put it together, you got to mix it real well. Now you're supposed to allow this stuff to dry for approximately 24 hours. I'll see what it looks like tomorrow. And if it's dry enough, we might apply another coat tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and let this dry. You can see we got it all nice and saturated with that. We're going to go ahead and let it dry. We're going to go ahead and let it dry for overnight. And if it's dry and I like the feel and I'm comfortable with how well it did stiffen this up, we'll go ahead and put the refractory cement on then tomorrow. Now the refractory cement, from what I have read and everything, we need to give it at least 24 hours to dry. So we'll let that dry, and then you have to slowly bring up the heat and do all that. So follow along, and we'll get on to doing the rest of it then. So this morning I preheated this, got it finished dried. I went up real slow on the heat and got that done. I'm going to go ahead and temper the crucible. I did read one guy, he says that he puts cardboard down on top of his fire brick to keep the crucible from sticking to the fire brick. So I'm going to go ahead and try that. I'm going to put that down in here, and then I'm going to slowly bring the temperature of the crucible up. So let's get it done. Alright, as you can see, I put some fire brick underneath it to lift it up off of the ground. So let's go ahead and get it lit. Alright, so we got it red hot. We're going to go ahead and shut it down. Like I said before, make sure you get yourself a good set of gloves. We got her nice and red. Now we're gonna let it get cool. We're gonna let it cool down slowly, and then next day that my son, has off from school, we're gonna go ahead and do our first melt. So let's close it up, and we're gonna let it cool down slowly, and we'll be back later with the first melt. All right, so welcome back. As you can see, the weather is not very cooperative today, but we're gonna still do this in here. We have the doors open, so we have some ventilation. But anyway, what we're back for is we're gonna melt some aluminum cans today. This will be our first melt with this. We're gonna try it out, see what we can do. So come with us and watch, and we'll see how this turns out. As you can see, we got the crucible preloaded with aluminum cans. So we're going to go ahead and get it lit and give her first run. Okay, you have to shut this off, right? Looks like it.
Video? Yeah, it's on video.
There's our first thing. Well, we got our first melt done. We don't have any ingots just yet, so that's why we used the cast iron skillet. I had one laying around. I use it for different things in the garage. So what do you think? That was a whole 5-gallon bucket of aluminum cans.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot.
We have a fair amount of junk that was floating on top that we cleaned off. But we got, what do you say? 2 pound maybe? Maybe 2 pounds.
Decent weight.
2.5 pounds. But it turned out pretty good. We have some more crucibles. We're going to have to temper them. And I got some copper coming to be able to... A buddy of mine gave me some copper. We're going to melt it down. We're going to get some brass. We're going to try different metals. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like this, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, and it'll notify you every time we upload a new one. So until next time, later.
Bye.